Hi, my name is Brendan Bartik with Brendan Bartik Real Estate Coaching, where our mission is to train the most elite real estate agents and coaches on earth. Today we're going to be talking about the Just Sold call script. Now this script is extremely powerful. It's probably one of the easiest scripts to use. You can use it at any time of the day, weekends, doesn't matter. It works. So when we say the word just sold, all we're going to be utilizing this script for is when you or someone in your office has sold a property, you're going to call the neighboring properties around that property, and you're going to call them and let them know that you actually have more buyers that missed out on that opportunity and see if anyone wants to sell. Now here's the same thing I say on everything. People get so in their head about having a buyer. I'm your buyer. I will always buy any property if the numbers make sense. So you always have a buyer. There's always a buyer in your office. I guarantee you, your managing broker, someone there. If you're an independent, there's someone right now, a cousin, a grandma, anybody on earth that would want to buy a property for the right price. So get out of your head as far as I don't really have a buyer. You have a buyer. I'll buy the house. Doesn't matter where it's at. As long as the numbers make sense, let me know. I'm more than happy to take a look at that property and buy it. So you have to come from that understanding that first of all, you always have a buyer, okay? So I'm gonna take you through this script. I'm gonna read it line by line. And again, the reason I read it is so I can stop and take you through direct points about it. Now, as you get really good at this, you're gonna get very comfortable and build your own style to it, but you first need to learn it and then you can adapt it. So learn, then adapt. Free throws, then 360 dunks. But first we gotta get the free throws down. Okay, let's get the core down and then you can add your flair to it. All right, so the script goes like this. First of all, where are you going to find the phone numbers? Well, you can either use public record, you can use a service like Mojo, RedX, the Vulcan 7, any of these paid services, you can utilize it with that. The Kohl's directory is a powerful one, but you need a service that can do a radius search, pull the phone numbers so you can pick the sale that you did and then call it. Now, when I'm doing these calls, I've got the subject property up that just sold. I have all the details on it. I know all the landmarks around it. This is very important because I have to be able to talk and sound familiar with the area. Now, if you want to go and drive the neighborhood of where that house sold before you make this call, you could do that. But don't overthink it, guys. You gotta just get on, rip this phone, get onto it, and it's gonna be dial, dial, dial. Basically with this call, you're calling and you're trying to find somebody in the entire neighborhood out of hundreds and hundreds that has interest in selling. They're there. Right now in every neighborhood, there's somebody that's interested in selling their home. It's just gonna be who's gonna find them, okay? All right. So you're going to call them up. So ring, ring. So, hi, I'm looking for John. Hi, John. My name is Brendan Bartik with XYZ Real Estate. I just sold a home at 123 Elm Street right by, and you always want to have a recognizable landmark here. When I say recognizable landmark, you want to say a school, a park, a Super Target, a Walmart, a mall, whatever it is. So they go, oh, yeah, I know where that's at. They're not going to know the street. Not everybody, people especially nowadays, don't know half the streets in their neighborhood. So you need to make sure that you can give them something that triggers in their brain. So that's what a recognizable landmark means. So right by Horizon Middle School, and I am working with several buyers who are extremely interested in your area that missed out on that opportunity. So I was checking in to see if you or anyone you know might be interested in selling. Yes, no, maybe, so, it just depends. But let's just say for this certain aspect, we'll go to the first part of the script, which is yes. So if yes, if it's a yes, you're going to ask them these pre-calls. All right, well, great. Can you tell me why you want to sell the property? We're moving to Arizona. Okay, all right. And if it was the perfect situation, when would you like to have the property sold and be in your new home? Probably about 6 months. Excellent. And how much do you currently owe on the property? About $100,000. And do you have a second? No, just that. All right. Well, I'd like to stop by and view the property. I'll be in your neighborhood this afternoon at 4, or would tomorrow at 1 work better for you? Let's do tomorrow at 1. And will all parties be on title that'll be there? All the decision makers will be there at 1 o'clock? Yeah, they will be. Great. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 1. All right. That's if they say yes. Now, you could go on and ask them 100 more questions too. What have you done to the house? Where's this bedroom? Where's that? How's this look? All of these different things. All of that fun stuff, okay? You could have as much info, but we didn't want to have a 45-page script. So you can take it as far as you want to build rapport and get as much information as you need to go on that appointment, okay? Now, if it's a no, so I appreciate you taking the time to think about it. John, let me ask you, if you were to move, I know you're not thinking about it right now, if you were to move, where would you go next? After little Johnny graduates, you'd probably head down to Arizona or to here or to the beach or to the whatever. Or, we would downsize, we would upsize, whatever the situation might be, okay? All right, well, that's great. And if it was the perfect situation, when would you like that to be? Maybe in this time frame, that time frame. Well, that's exciting. One of the things I do for all the neighbors is I send out a quarterly market report. Would you like to receive that via email or regular mail? Okay, I just go into that. Great, and they usually always say email address because they don't want regular mail. It's the funniest thing. So great, what's the best email address for you? Now, you might get a fake email address, you might not. It just depends, guys. This is just a game of odds, and you're just trying to build a database that's going to pay off in the long run, okay? So if they still say no, right, so whatever it might be, so that's exciting. Well, let me ask you one other question while I got you on the phone. Have you ever considered building wealth through real estate? What? What do you mean? What does that mean? Well, yeah. Have you ever thought about building wealth through real estate, right? So you could go to that next transition and move on from there. So that would be how you would do it. And then from there, you're basically just going through a check down, right? If it was no again, then you just go, great, thanks so much. I wish you the best. Have a great day. Okay? So all we're doing is doing check downs to get through this. So again, this works. It's very powerful. I know you'll have a lot of amazing conversations with it. You'll set a lot of appointments. And as always, I wish you great success.